Hey guys, it's Deadly Kitten here. Basically, I just wanted to show you, I'm sorry, I'm trying to, roll up my window here just a little bit. Helps if I turn off my car. But, basically, I am at work. I am wearing the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. Apparently I picked a semi-wrong shade. It's a little too light for me. But, you know what? I can make this work. I'm gonna see how it acts within the day. So hopefully by later tonight when I get home, I will make the rest of this video basically just saying the do's are, basically just saying like what I liked about it, what I don't like about it, and etc. Other than that, I will see you guys here shortly. Bye. Okay, so I literally just got home from work, and I gotta say, this is the foundation that I got. I got the Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I believe this is in Fair, which is actually a little bit too light for me, just a tidbit, just because, to be honest, I couldn't get any help at that Ulta that I went to. I tried. And the lady was like, well, I'm helping this lady. You have to be, you just have to wait. And I was like, okay. So I waited till the lady, went to the register. So I was like, okay, well, can you help me? Because the lady you were just helping literally is at the register now, so you're not helping her. And she literally was like, no, I'm helping this person. And goes to that person and was like, you told me I was next. So also, one thing I did notice about this, which you probably can't even see, but I can see it, not like this, but if I look at myself with a mirror, and I don't, what the hell, lipstick, I don't know necessarily if it's because of the primer that I used yesterday, or this morning, I should say, because I was very, very lazy this morning, and I was like, oh my god, I don't have time to put on actual primer. I just used my misting primer and put it on. So, I got my makeup wipes here, and my e.l.f. Poreless Primer, and so I figured, why not? Why don't we do that as well? One thing I did notice, though, about it, it is fully matted. It stayed on so far throughout the day, and it doesn't necessarily have that oily feel to it that most foundations do have. I know for a fact, some foundations just make your skin feel so oily, especially throughout the day. So I was like, you know what? I'm really happy that this one does not feel that way. You can actually, it feels soft. It makes your skin feel somewhat soft. And that, or at least mine. And that's what I liked about it, honestly. That is what I like about it, I should say. Granted, I wish I had a different, I wish I would have gotten a different shade, a shade that doesn't make me look like a ghost. But, that's okay. I'm actually quite used to that, because, let me tell you, it is super hard for me to find just any shade that will be perfect for me. It is super, super hard. And so far, the only one that I've ever found that actually has a perfect shade for me is the Maybelline Fit Me. That I've always had. The funniest thing was, when I was telling you guys, I literally started doing all this because of my New Year's resolution. I had to throw out, all the makeup that I did have, all 5 pieces. And one of it was my foundations. And the foundation that I had was when the Fit Me first came out. And it was just Fit Me. They didn't have any different variations. Nothing. And that is what I had. And I had to throw that out, and I was so mad because that was the best. So when I went to the store to go pick up foundation, some drugstore foundation, and you can see I have lines right here. Those are from my glasses. I have to wear those for my work just because I do work on a computer. But what I found out was basically, like, I went back to the store and I was like, oh my god, they still make Fit Me. I didn't even know that, like, so I was very, very, very happy with the fact that they still had the Fit Me brand. And on top of that, the same shade, they still made the same shade. Usually with brands, like, they do not have the same shades. Especially if they make, like, new ones. Oh my god. What is going on with my lipstick? My lipstick is just like, bye. I don't understand. But, I was just super, super happy just finding out that they still had all the same shades, even though they have different formulas for it. And they still had the same color. And it still fits me perfectly. And no, I'm not wearing eyeshadow because, like I said, this morning I was being extra lazy. I literally just put on the foundation, some lipstick, and some mascara. And that's literally all I'm wearing. But, I'm gonna try to do this with my phone because I don't have a camera. I only have my phone. This is my little spongy doodad thingamajig that I actually got from the dollar store because I'm cheap. And I was not spending $20 to get a beauty blender. Not when I can go to the dollar store and get one that works semi-decent. Actually, I just put in points for Ipsy. They actually have a beauty microfiber beauty sponge. I'm not sure of the brand, but anyway, here we go. Let's just trying it with the I already forgot, my e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. Surprisingly, I still have quite a bit of product left in this. I'm actually really shocked because I use this pretty much every day. If, like, I do not have samples of anything, that is what I use. And so, although I still have a small sample of the Benefits Professionals, the original, but I try to only use that if I'm going out because I'm just like, no. Now, this foundation is supposed to be full coverage. And actually, I'm gonna just do half my face so you guys can see. How about that? So this is supposed to be full coverage. That was one thing, like I said, I don't know if it was because of the primer that I had used or what. And you can even tell, like, right now, like, just looking at my skin, I'm pale. And this just makes me look paler. I honestly kind of feel like the Phantom from the Phantom of the Opera right now. Just because of how pale this is in comparison. But yeah, just with half my face, like, this is what it looks like. So you can totally tell I definitely got the wrong color, but that is okay with me just because some days, like, I want to be paler than what I look like. Some days I do not. The one thing I have noticed with this foundation, though, is in order for it to actually look like full coverage, you kind of have to, like, layer it. And that's one thing I do not like because I don't want to spend, like, 5 hours just sitting here layering this stuff on. Like, who has time to sit there and layer constantly? Okay, well, I'm gonna finish my face here really quickly, just because this is gonna take me a while if I do not start doing this. And it's like, I use, like, a full pump you know. Oh my. This stuff is so pale. Like, I honestly feel now like more like a mime. And I'm not one of those people either that sit there and wear a bunch of foundation. I don't like to wear a bunch of foundation. And I mean, honestly, hold on. It probably looks a lot worse than what it is. Let me try turning this down a little bit. Like, this is honestly, with just my, oh, I lost my sponge. I'm sorry. With just a little bit of my ring light there. But even with my poreless primer on, you can still see the pores. And that's what's bothering me. In all honesty, I don't think that this is a bad foundation. It would probably, I don't know where my lid went. I'm sorry. I'm like space case over here all of a sudden. But I don't think that this is a bad foundation necessarily. I think it's a pretty good one. However, with them saying that it's full coverage, I do not think that it's full coverage. I'm going to do a test in a little bit later with my tattoo, just to see if it will cover my tattoo, because full coverage should potentially cover tattoos, but for the most part, I mean, it makes your skin feel so nice. I mean, I literally kept doing this like all day, like, my skin feels so nice, it feels so soft. And then it's like, if you look at it, in all honesty, I think this is more of like a medium coverage than a full coverage, just because, like, I used a pretty good primer in my opinion, because if I were to use that primer with my Maybelline Fit Me matte and poreless foundation, you literally cannot see any bumps on my face. You can't do anything, even up close. Like, you can't see it. And I love that. With this, I can still see my bumps. Granted, it has to be up close, but it's just like, I don't like that. But for $15, it's not a bad buy, as long as you get your own shade, your correct shade, I should say. The reason why I got this one was because it was one of the lightest that they had that was in the blue section, which is their cool tones, because I'm very cool toned. I have a lot of pink undertones. But I actually kind of like this color on me. Yes, it's a little bit wrong for my complexion, but it kind of makes me feel more noir-ish, if that makes sense. But other than that, I'm just like, for $15, I'd rather go and get the Maybelline Fit Me, in all honesty. So, to me, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I think it's worth it just to make your skin feel great. But, I mean, it can't stop, won't stop. It's supposed to be a mattifying foundation, and full coverage. I mean, it does last. I'll give them that. I just don't think that it's full coverage, because full coverage, I should only really have to put one layer on, and this, I have to layer it constantly just for them to take the bumps out of my skin. Like, even doing this, like, I can feel the bumps, I mean, I can feel my primer, but I can also feel the bumps. I can see them if I look into a mirror, and it's just like, I just can't stand it. In my honest opinion, that's just where I'm at. Um, Honestly, I really just prefer my Maybelline Fit Me, although once again, I have really sensitive skin, so that may be another issue as to why this may be happening. So you may want to watch other YouTubers do the whole NYX can't stop, won't stop reviews. I'm sure there's a couple of people who will sit there and do them. But other than that, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. Bye, guys.